Hey, an extension offer to the ongoing London Promotional Fairs. You asked, we listened. Save over 600,000 naira on your London trip with Airpeace when you connect from our major domestic destinations to London at no extra cost and enjoy an exclusive extra baggage allowance. Economy class promo fares starts from 1.2 million naira with an extra 23 kg baggage, while business class fares starts from 4.5 million naira with an extra 32 kg baggage. Grab these special fares. Sale period extends till March 31st, 2025 and travel period valid till April 15th, 2025. Flying style abroad are Boeing 777s with spacious seating and delightful meals. Book now at flyairpeace.com or download the Airpeace app from the Play Store or App Store. Airpeace, your peace is our goal.
I am Peter Rufa, aka Dodo Mayana. You are listening to Eagle 7 Sports Radio, 103.7 FM.
Sports Radio 103.7 FM, reaching you from Wasimi in Ogun State. I am in Ibadan anyway, so as you can see from the background, this is not my regular studio, but with the power of technology, we are able to connect with our broadcast studio in Wasimi and with the first of my guests. She is somewhere in the United States of America, former Nigerian Olympian. We are never former. Once you're an Olympian, you're an Olympian. I have the greatest pleasure. Rosa, please unmute if you have. But this is Rosa Collins, the great Nigerian Olympian. Rosa Collins. Good morning, Rosa.
Good morning, doctor. How are you?
I'm good. Good to see you. And of course, for the first time, we have two ladies in the house, because also joining us from her base in the United Kingdom, unmute, because you are muted. Unmute is another Olympian, of course, the only African to have won an Olympic gold medal, on the field, not on the track. And this is Chief Dr. Chioma Ajunwa. Good morning, Chioma.
Good morning, Chief.
I get two fine ladies this morning on my show. Incredible. Well, I'm supposed to have Enyadike. He may be joining us later. But this is fantastic, because this is the theater of athletes now. All of us, the three of us are Olympians. And the three of us are heroes of Nigerian sport. So people, when we speak, people must hear and listen. Let me start this way with Rosa, because Rosa is actually handling a case for us now. So Rosa, just tell us a little about Abosede. Abosede is, of course, a former Nigerian athlete. She was a national and FIFA graded referee, football referee, and she has just run into bad times with her health. And thank God, Rosalind intervened. She called me, she intervened. And let's hear about Abosede.
Okay. Thank you for having me, Chief. It was sometimes about 3 weeks ago, I learned in one of the Nawis platform that Abosede, one of our members, she's very, very sick. And I don't understand why she's sick and who is this Abosede. Some of them we do know by faces, some of them we know by name. I was curious that who is this person that is so sick? So I reached out to the Nawis president of Abuja chapter, Mrs. Gloria Ekpenkpo, and I asked her that what's going on with this lady. And she said, this lady is sick, and the Nawis women went to visit her. And I said, okay. So on my own, I reached out for another lady, one lady again that is with us in the Nawis platform, since I don't have a number. And then she said to me that she can try to get her number across. So I got her number. I reached out to her, and she could barely speak. I didn't know what to do. So I told her, I said, okay, let me call you back tomorrow, get some rest. The next day I called her, it's almost the same thing. She only improved maybe some 2 or 3%. I just managed to say, okay, let's just talk. What happened to you? And then she narrated how she has been sick for a very long time, spending out of pocket. This woman is really very, very sick. And at the end, I said to her, at this point, I think you need help to go to the hospital. She said she has been before. I said, but the way you are sounding look like you need to see a doctor. She said she has seen a doctor before. They will send her for ultrasound, MRI, all kind of, tests to be done. And out of pocket, she's exhausted. So I did try to encourage her. I said, okay, at this point, let me see if I can come in to see what I can do. And then at first, I did everything I can on my own part, at least to see if we can get her file from Gwagwalada to National Hospital in Abuja, where I believe I can still try to talk to some few people that I know there to see what they can do to help her, to sustain her. And this is a woman that is a referee. She has represented Nigeria several times, like Nations Cup and the rest of it. Now she needs help. She's very, very sick. She's down. She has exhausted everything, every resources she has. Now it's just like somebody waiting for nothing. And I said, no, it's not going to work like that. So I'm in the United States at the moment. I had to make different calls. I did try to call the DG, the present DG of the sports.
The National Sports Commission. Chief Olakwade.
Yes. I called Chief Olakwade. He responded very well. He said we should write a letter so that he can take a look at it. So I also reached out to him. I told him, I said, the letter has been written, please, it's in your office. We need to get this girl or this woman to the hospital, please. And then he said, okay, we'll take a look at it. According to her, she said the PA of Dr. Chief Olakwade called her, and then they talked, and I said, so what did they say? They said they need to know how much is going to be the cost of the treatment, which we do not have, even up till date. So I said, what I think is more urgent now is for us to get you to the hospital. So on my own side here, different calls, call this person, call, and I was able to reach one very good family friend of ours, Metronamaka, very, very helpful in this case. And at the end of the day, I'm really very grateful to you if you're watching this program. We were able to get her. So as we speak now, she's in the intensive unit in Abuja National Hospital. National Hospital, Abuja. That's where she is at the moment. She's responding, but we still need, they have to diagnose, to let us know what is going to be the cost of the treatments. I've done a lot on my own part.
I wanted you to tell that story because it is typical. It is what happens. I can't tell you how many times in a month that we have this cry from one or the other of our retired athletes across all sports, and usually it's a health problem. It is a problem that they don't have jobs. It's a problem that they cannot fend for their families, and so on and so forth. So this story that you just told It's typical. It's what has been happening forever. And of course, Nigerians know that through the decades, we have been saying it, that certain things need to be done. And some rich Nigerians, some philanthropists have come at different times to come and help some of our athletes. But what really is the problem? There are two issues now. The first one we cannot even discuss, which is my editorial. Why do we die young? Why do we die young? Because that's the truth. Of 11 of us in that photograph in 1975, only 2 are alive now. And, we are not old people. So that means 9 have gone. Of the 22 of us who were in the Africa Cup of Nations, almost half are dead now. These are all young people. That's in football. Not to talk of the experiences we've had. I just finished with Mrs. Kola Abdullahi. Kola Abdullahi was our captain to the 1976 Olympic Games. He was an athlete, the fastest runner in Nigeria, fastest runner in Africa. And he has been dead he died at 43 or something like that. And the family has been suffering up till now, since then. So what we want to do today is just examine our lives. Let the world know what goes on in our lives, so that maybe with the understanding, they can start to see why Dr. Goodluck Jonathan's advice is important. So let me go to Chioma in the UK. Just tell us, typically, now nicely, nobody say we want to paint this picture of sadness everywhere. Because, during our athletics days, they take care of us. You want to travel, they get your visa for you. You want to do this, they do this for you. Suddenly you retire and nobody does anything for you. Have I said the truth? Choma, just tell us about that life of an athlete and the transition to life after your career. Just let's examine the two, from your own experience. Unmute, Choma. Good. Just a nice story. Make we hear your nice story.
It's a very good thing being in this platform this early morning. Good morning, Nigerians, and good morning, viewers. So grateful to God that I'm still standing. Life after retirement in Nigeria. I think what to compare it with is hell. If hell is real, that is exactly what to compare with it. Because in Nigeria, when you are competing, you are good, you are nice, things will be done the little way they can. But the moment you are out there, you become an abandoned property. Once a house is being abandoned for too long, it starts, depreciating, dilapidating. And if care is not taken, that house will fall. It would definitely. Wow. And that is why you see a lot of us dying immediately after retirement. Because there is no system on ground to take care of the athletes that did their nation proud. Unfortunately, many of us did not have any trade, did not have any other handwork apart from being an international athlete. So the moment you were not able, don't forget that majority of us that ran in that 90s, 2000 did not make much money. We are only happy to wear that national color. Majority of us money. You were doing it for the interest you have for your nation, to bring the name of your nation, on that podium, to see the national flag. But unfortunately, at the end of it, they say thank you, bye-bye. That's the end of it. Even if you have injury, that person will die with that injury, not being treated, except you are from, a good background where your people can even. And don't forget that if you are competing, your family's every problem is on your head. The little that you were getting as you were competing that time, you were using it to fix one person or the other, the way it is in African culture. At the end of the day, you were not able to, save much. Your tent so Israel. Unfortunate. And that is why a lot are having issues. An athlete or ex-international that have a problem of stroke or diabetes, before you know it, you hear that it has died. In other countries where things are being done normal, it cannot die. It has to be managed. But how can an ex-international that has nothing behind will be able to manage diabetes or manage stroke? As we are talking, Sister Rosa was talking about Abosede now. There are so many athletes lying like that. Like Maria Emenekwe is lying critically ill in Imo State as we speak. I was called last week concerning her health. And this is a woman that had issues and the husband has died since over 10 years now. There is no help from anywhere. You see, I Google some of our fellow athletes, the people that I ran with, when I see what they were doing, what the country did for them, because you need to do something for your athlete, for them to stand up and will be able to give back to help the upcoming ones. If I am living fine, definitely it will be shown on me. I will be able to, as an ex-international athlete, I will have that pity for the athletes coming up, because when I see that they don't have certain things, you are living good, you'll be able to provide for them. What of the situation whereby you are not even able to eat? Look at the nemicality of situation in Nigeria right now. An ex-international, whether coach or athlete, will be sick, even administrators, some of them dies, because there is no money. Some of them are depressed, some psychologically, when you see them, you won't even be able to take something from them. And our government is keeping quiet. There's something in US they are doing. The Paralympics, the Olympic Committee and the Paralympics, formed together and be helping their ex-Olympians, put a kind of a helping system for them. But in Nigeria, Olympic Committee sees it as a personal something. Once you competed, you exit, you on your own. So what have we to gain from the Olympic Committee that was served for many years? What are the duties of the Olympic Committee and the Paralympic Committee doing for their ex-internationals? There is nothing. And when you say the people are dying, yes, people will die. The way things are going on in Nigeria is so terrible. You go to sports offices in Nigeria, there is nothing like a placement of ex-internationals. Ex-internationals are not being made use of. We are not giving them the platform. Even in Nigerian system is so bad that our celebrities are not being used. They don't even call us celebrities. The people they call celebrities are people that are opening their bodies, people that are driving tattoos all over their body and they piercing their nose and their stomach and whatever. People that are enlarging breasts and enlarging bum bum. That's the celebrity. It's disheartening. Something that they're supposed to give to people that suffered for this nation, they give it to all this group of people I mentioned now. While we were dying, There is no program for us, no assistance from any quarters. Even the philanthropists do it for those they know. If they don't know you and you have done so well for the country, nobody remembers you. And if even when I could remember when our former president requested that those that have done so well for Nigeria should be called. Somebody like me, I was omitted. You know, yes, I was omitted. My name was not there. So all these things, what is happening in Nigeria is who you know. If you don't have any godfather, you will never be remembered. I think it's for our Olympic committee to set up a platform for their ex-internationals and stop this attitude of when Nigeria say, who are the people that have done well? It's only the footballers. Footballers, forgive me, I am not undermining you. I know they did well, but there are still other athletes from different, groups that did well for Nigeria. So there should be a platform that will be set. Now that our former president have really called on DG to do something about it, I believe DG in his own capacity should do something so that he put that legacy for himself, and so that God will see it that yes, when you are in this office, you were able to do this that nobody has ever done. We have, sometimes they are not using it for something good that could be remembered. So
Chairman, I see that we are getting into that our mood. Us athletes, when we start discussing these things, it just goes on and it builds up to a crescendo of anger, and it's very depressing when we discuss these issues. And I see we are getting into that mood. Let us leave you a little and go to Rosa. You know that Rosa was going to bring down the whole of Nigerian sports for her own agitation, for recognition and the place of athletes coming to administration. Anyway, Rosa, just tell us a little about your own experience. That transition from, leaving sports and then coming into the rest of life. Your transition story.
Yes, thank you, sir. Being a former ex-international is a great thing. Like you said, by the time we start discussing this, we are going to crack down Uzulia today. I know that already because, as Sister Choma is talking, also is reminding me of so many things. And how so many athletes that are not supposed to be dead have died. I am one of them. I'm just privileged to be alive today. Even Sister Choma knows the story. This was in the same 1996 after the Olympics. On my way coming back, I had clots inside the aircraft, blood clots. I have a swollen leg, I couldn't walk. All along, I'm very fine, nothing happened to me. And then I got home, I couldn't sleep all night. There is no painkiller in this world, that kept the pain away. I had to rush to the National Stadium. I met Dr. Amao, very helpful. He took a look at this leg and he said, wow. They had to use the ambulance to carry me to Lagos University Teaching Hospital, Idiaraba. I don't even know where I was. Accompanied by Sister Maria Osifo inside the ambulance with me. We got there. As soon as they dropped me at the emergency, he filled the paper with, I don't know, one of the people that came to receive me at at the ambulance place, and then the ambulance left. Now, leaving me now in the world of my own. I'm just from Atlanta Olympic Games, so leaving me in the world of my own there. Auntie Maria is there, the two of us. I sat down. I could even barely hear myself because the pain was excessive. You know, if anyone that has experienced blood clot before, how painful it is, you could even die within seconds if something is not done. You know, if an athlete tells you I'm in pain, somebody else would have died. So I was just grinding my teeth. Finally, Auntie Maria went to talk to one person, and then they came, they wheeled me, the place was just, everywhere was in a mess at the intensive unit. So there was no bed for me. And then a guy reached out to me to say, please, I want to drink, please, I've not eaten. I need you, please, can you help me to give me, I said, then it was like, can you help me with 2 naira or 5 naira, something like that. And I said, yeah, of course. I managed to open my bag, even with the pain. I gave him 10 naira. And then the guy disappeared. I didn't know this 10 naira I gave to this man is what Na gave me. The guy was on the bed there. He was even a patient in the ICU there. So he disappeared. And then I asked him, hey, where are you going? Come back, come back. He said, no, I think it's okay now, he's leaving. Only for me to realize that the same bed that the guy just left is the bed that is the vacant one now that they have to put me.
Wow.
That was how I got a bed at the ICU. I stayed, I will just make it brief. I stayed in Nigeria about for 4 months and 10 days.
Wow.
4 months and 10 days. Our officials, maybe 1 or 2 came to see me. They would just come, they look at me, hello, sorry, how are you? They left. I remember also that there was a journalist, I don't know this journalist, I don't know his name, I know nothing about him. He didn't come to me, but I understand he put up like a trust fund. He reached out to Governor Mawa's wife, you know, stuff like that. They contributed money. I don't know, I didn't see anything. I was there in one of the side rooms struggling to pay my bills, struggling to stay alive. And I told them, I think at this point, after staying here for 1 month plus, and I'm not getting better, I think I want to travel outside the country. In the expense of my family, of course. And they said, you cannot fly, because the problem you're having now is related to flying, so you cannot fly. For sure, I know I cannot fly. Now look at the leg, big swollen leg, I could not even walk. At the end of the day, I came out after 4 months and 10 days. I went back to my house, like seeing everybody now, I have to deal with, you know, bed sore. I really went through hell. And then when I went back to the stadium, maybe after 2 months, this is now like 6 months plus now. I understand they say there are some amount of money that they said they are approved for me. Then it was Dr. Amos Adamo and our Secretary General, Alex Onyewawa, is late now. I never saw anything until I'm talking to you today, not a penny. Imagine me paying my bills. If I didn't have this money, my family didn't have this money, you can imagine since na grave. Na grave. Therefore, don't forget that they exist for this planet. Long time ago. I consider myself a very, very lucky person. I remember also this Professor Kuti. He was then, I think, Minister of Health. He came to see me. You know, a minister coming to see you, like, he comes like every day. It's late now. To see me, encourage me. Journalists will come. You know, so many people came, but I didn't get any aid. This is where I'm going now. No aid from nobody. Even the journalists that they said did some fundraising, maybe at the end, I don't know what happened. He had an accident, maybe he died somewhere. I don't know what is the story. I don't even know this person till tomorrow. What am I saying? The same thing Choma just said. If not for God, I would not be here talking to you.
Wow.
Blood clots, if not for God, I would not be here talking to you. I consider myself, I would say, a cat with 9 lives.
Mm-hmm.
It's not that it didn't end there. There is more. Also, I got injured on the pitch. They carried me out.
Tell me, Rosalind, let's take it, one by one.
Yeah.
We have established now that, after our careers, your own was even immediate. You were still even doing sports. You just came back from Atlanta. But after our careers, if we were neglected, as in your own case, after you now stopped sports, what were there for you to do? Chioma's case is also a little bit different because she was in the police force. So she was a police officer when she was actually running. Thank God for that.
Yes.
And even that she almost lost. But we thank God the police force sustained and kept her. And when she finally left, she was, I think, Assistant Commissioner of Police, which we applaud you for, yes. Chioma. One of the very, 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 very lucky ones. But let me use my own as an example. When I stopped playing, even shortly before I stopped playing, I thought of it, that immediately I stopped playing, nobody will take care of me. Because as we are speaking now, all athletes know that nobody is going to take care of you. So what do? On my own, I started trying to go into business. Can you believe it? I was a football player. I didn't know anything about business. So, and whilst playing, you couldn't do business. But I tried. I was buying boots and jerseys. I would bring to Nigeria. At that time, if we traveled, I would come and sell. Later, I got a distributorship for Coca-Cola. I didn't have time to even distribute. I got a distributorship for beer at the time. I started selling beer. Stupid things that one went through just to try to prepare for the life after sports. And often it is to go into business. None of those businesses succeeded, of course, because there was no training of any sort.
Of course.
And we were so young, and even the school I went to, I studied engineering, but I was not interested in engineering. I was an art student, really deep down, and if I had studied something else, maybe I would have pursued it. So we don't really prepare, or our sports environment does not prepare us for the life after. That is what I want us to establish now. Because rather than talk about the problem, which everybody knows, we want to start to look at, okay, what can we do? What can we do so that those who are coming now will avoid all the things that we have suffered? So that's where we'll be going to when we come back from this short break.
Extended sale alert! Hooray! An extension offer to the ongoing London Promotional Fairs. You asked, we listened. Save over 600,000 naira on your London trip with Airpeace when you connect from our major domestic destinations to London at no extra cost and enjoy an exclusive extra baggage allowance. Economy class promo fares starts from 1.2 million naira with an extra 23 kg baggage, while business class fares starts from 4.5 million naira with an extra 32 kg baggage. Grab these special fares. Sale period extends till March 31st, 2025 and travel period valid till April 15th, 2025. Flying style abroad are Boeing 777s with spacious seating and delightful meals. Book now at flyairpeace.com or download the Airpeace app from the Play Store or App Store. Airpeace, your peace is our goal.
Welcome back. Well, once again, this is Eagle 7 Sports Radio 103.7 FM. Chioma Ajunwa will take us into that her own space. But before you do anything, Chioma, as I was just speaking the other time, a few things were running through my head. You see, you are in the force. You were in the police force. and the police actually encouraged a lot of sports. And the military just did their own games of late. And I know the Chief of Defense Staff is very interested in getting gifted sports people to join the military. The same thing is happening with the customs. You know, all the services, those are very good avenues for our athletes looking into solution now. Our athletes to go into those services because it could provide them with a secure life after their careers. Tell us about your own experience.
Wow, sir. Excuse me. I think what sustained me after my career in sports was because I was in police, as you rightly said before. It helped. Honestly, it really helped. Otherwise, I was telling somebody the other day, I say, if not that I was in the police, maybe by now I should have been begging. So, yes, because I know what happened to me. I know the injuries I had that I paid by myself, like Sister Rosa said, which you were aware too, sir. You know, it's only somebody that knows person close will be able to say how it's happening with that person. Actually, it's good to enter these forces. And you know that today, Nigerian Police Force, Army, Air Force is no longer a good trade per se. You know, if you want your children to enter, because of what is happening in Nigeria, the insecurity, whereby some people will pass out, they now send them out. Definitely they must send them out because that is why they are being recruited, you know. So nobody now wants his or her children, if not that there is no work that can really sustain the youth. But there are other things which I think that after sports, someone that just retired can take. Because I know that it's not everybody that is into sports really make good money. It's footballers of today that are really making good money, that they will be able to stand something good. You know, so one can take coaching, you know, but the issue in Nigeria is that do we really recognize our coaches? That is another problem. One can go into mentorship. You know, you can even open up your own academy whereby you will be making little money to sustain life and thereby helping the younger ones to see light. I take it as a charity job. You know, in Nigeria, the ex-internationals, ex-celebrities are not getting what they're supposed to get in the area of public speaking. You know, because even the people that are seen to sports in Nigeria do not even know that the ex-international can earn a living through that. They don't even know. When they are doing seminars or doing one thing or the other, they invite big people from big companies, leaving their own behind. And those honorarium they give to those people, somebody that they have a lot already, you leave your own that is being depressed somewhere, at least inviting that person, the appearance, that person appearing there, could even inspire some people that are there. But because our sports people don't know this, they do not invite people like us, ex-internationals, Henry won't sue them, you know. So things like that could be an avenue that can help people after their retirement. It's happening in UK. It's happening in America. It happened in Australia, France, and all the rest. Because their personal property is a very big deal that they can use to sustain life. But back home in Nigeria, we don't know that. We don't practice it. We don't even encourage our ex-international to use their identity to make money. You know? So, things like that. Like now, as I finished from Nigerian police force, I came to this place. I look again. I say, what can make me to be relevant in the society? I went to school, British School of Massage and Yoga and Wellbeing. I went there to read how to massage, how to treat somebody that has injury, like an athlete now, for speed, for elasticity, for endurance, you know, all that kind of a thing. There's a way you massage somebody, you put more life, you put more strength on that person. So things like that, we can do it, you know, but everything depends on an individual. If, let's assume it's not me, do any other ex-international have the money to pay to go to such school, you know, to learn what I have learned now? So all these things, we still need our people back home. We still need people in the helm of affairs. We still need our government, you know, at least to give ex-internationals opportunity to, you know, use themselves to make money. So I believe that in so doing, if we can be allowed, if we can be invited to come and speak to the young athletes, you know, to come and speak to people in the offices that are going through depression, that are going through, even in the churches, you know, the little money they pay you will go a long way. We keep that athlete. Some people after sports are dying of depression. Some people are dying because they do not have any means to start a business that can keep them and keep their family. So it's very...
I'm talking about business. And even talking about business, I remember, Chioma, that, you know, you and when you finished, immediately you finished, even before you finished, as you were preparing to finish, you set up some big supermarkets and all that kind of thing. You know, you didn't have any training in it. Whatever happened to all that business?
Yes, I set up that business because, excuse me, because I didn't have a business experience. I put people there. You know, when I'm coming from UK or US, I will buy things, original products. And you find out that my managers, when they sell all those originals finished, they will go to trade fair to go and buy imitations. In those days, when I am around, I will buy original things. But when you are not there, they will even the drinks. They will remove the drinks in the pack and put the ones they put water. So that crumbled that business.
Because we don't have training during our careers in sports. Exactly. We didn't have any kind of training for anything to prepare us for life after sport.
That's why
so it's a difficult thing.
Helped the retired athlete to set a platform whereby they can train them for skill, whereby they can be advising them on how to make use of the little money they have, whereby they can tell them the kind of business they will be able to do. Things like this is being done outside, but
Very
our
good.
Nigeria reverse is the case.
Very good. Very good. Now it's good. Now at least we are thinking of what we can do. Let's say Rosa come in. Rosa, you know, you've listened to us. Just tell us what is running through your mind now. Because you went a different experience. You were not in the force. So you just finished your career. And then what happened?
I wasn't. Before, it's the same, more or less, like I had a shop at Safa Balowa Square. You know, one thing is having the shop and you are there, and another thing is having the shop and you are not there. It's more or less the same thing. I will bring in shoes from Spain and I will change it to Abamid. You know, I will look like, this is not my shoe. They said, that is your shoe. No camera, I have, you know, I said that time the world is not like this. It's like frustrating for me. I had to let go of those businesses. And then I said to myself, okay, whatever it is, I will see. So what I do is I bring the things in bulk. I come to America, buy things, sell them in bulk, pick up my money, whatever the profit is, even if it's just $2,000, it's fine. Carry my bag, and I go back. Because when I want to say, let me make more profit, I don't find anything. I'm paying for shop, I'm paying workers, I'm paying light. At the end of the day, it's as if I'm just working for people, you know. They're even looking like
what we have also established is that, look, even for those of us who optically, apparently are doing well, you know, people look at us outside and say, oh, you know, Chioma Ajunwa is doing well. You know, Rosa Collins is doing well. They can point at a few. Oh, Segun Odegbami is doing well. You know, they point at a few of us, even those of us who they say are doing well. The reality is that we are not doing well. We are struggling.
Exactly.
Struggling. So what former President Goodluck Jonathan said is now what I want us to now address. Now he said, set up something so that all these our retired and get something from their sacrifice for the country. Now, what is that thing they should set up? You understand? Who should constitute that body that they want to set up to now look at the issues of athletes? Because if you put people who are not sensitive to what athletes go through, who don't know what they go through, and you say those are the people to now take care of their welfare, we would end up where we have ended up in the past 30 years, where we have a national sports lottery fund, we have a national sports development fund, we have so many funds. All of them have been there for decades. The same people have remained there, and they are not doing anything to address the issue of athletes and sports people that they were set up to address. So maybe that's the area we should start to now, you know, think of. Rosa, you are a fighter. You have fought the establishment before, demanding for your rights. Speak about that issue. Speak about that issue going forward now. The kind of things that.
Thank you very much, sir.
Yeah.
I want to seize this opportunity to say thank you very much to former President Goodluck Jonathan for him to be out there and thinking about athletes, former athletes, and what they are suffering and everything. Hey, I'm so proud of you, sir. May God bless you. And I also thank my colleague here, Chioma Ajunwa, also for coming to this program. Yes, this is where we are going to have this solution. The three of us, myself, you, and Chioma Ajunwa, Dr. Segun Odegbami, yes. We can, as he said, what can we do to help former international athletes? We are superstars. Look at us flying colors. After flying all these colors, we end up for backyard of the house. You know this native fan. You start fanning yourself. Because not like that is another frustration. No. Even all those ones aside now, nothing to do. If I start naming, I will name 20, 30, 40 looking for help as we speak now, and they are not remembered. Why don't we set up a welfare committee? This is an opportunity now that former President Jonathan has put in front of us. He has traveled worldwide. He has seen it all. Now he has seen where heroes, former heroes, how they treat them in other countries. That is why he came to put this offer in front of us today. So let's grab it. Let's make use of it. Please, this is the time. This is opportunity in front of us. Let them set up a welfare committee It will be my suggestion. That is one. Carry former international athletes along. The experience that we have, these people don't have it. The experience that most people have. You want to ask Sister Chioma and the experience that she has, that she thinks she will fail in athletics. Never. I cannot fail in athletics, I cannot fail in football, because these are the two games I have played. Put judo, join them, I cannot fail. We cannot fail like, as long as it is sports. Give us the opportunity. Carry us along. Stop a welfare, put a welfare committee. Give us the opportunity to run a place that that's what we can do. This embarrassment. A former, an international person, a silver medalist, a gold medalist, begging for food to eat. I beg. Where is that done? I beg. This person have devoted 20, 30 years of her life to the nation. You wear Nigeria, you know where Choma Aduwa. You wear Nigeria. What we wear that time is green, white, green. After you wear this color, they throw you everywhere. You suffer pain. Everybody's asking. Now, a suggestion has come to the table. Please, Sports Commission, Nigerians, if you are watching this program, it's an opportunity for you to save former athletes. Please, we are not people who don't have pride. We humble ourselves to this nation. We have paid our dues. Please come to the aid of people that are, we all need help till tomorrow. Carry them along. I have seen where they organize competitions. You go there yourself, you will start laughing. Not even one sports person that have experiences at that venue.
Yes.
Even if records are broken, ma'am, they don't know anything. They don't even know what to do. And they just care, they say, we've done the sports. Oh yeah, Oshebe, hey. They carry themselves and everybody move. Is it not about time we put all this in place to say, if you want to run this kind of affair, I've said it before when I came the last time to this program, let sports people that know this job lead. Let them lead because they know where to pass. They know how to handle this situation more than any other person. Before President Jonathan, former President Jonathan came up to come and say this because he know our worth. He know our value. So please, Nigerians, please, National Sports Commission, the people that have this experience, let them work with you and they will deliver. Will deliver. You are
what they always say.
The position away from you. You know, they will deliver. Let us set up a welfare committee. It's very important. If anybody have any grudges or anything, we say, oh, this person, like a boss said now, for example, now, she will get better now. She come out there to come and help. She will put her own talent inside. You suggest, I suggest, we put our heads together, we'll make everything flow. Now, they pack people now. No ideas, zero. I don't want to start talking because they will say Rosa have started again. Now, they go there now, they all the up and down, everything, they come back, they fail, hopefully. Why is that? Don't we have enough talent in Nigeria? For God's sake,
Rosa,
200 million people.
Yeah. Rosa,
spoon, they know we know. Spoon.
Rosa, what they often say is that, you know, that you are an international, ex-international, does not make you a good administrator or a good coach or a good this or a good that. But okay, so they stop us from becoming the coach or the administrator or whatever, and yet they don't deliver. You see, that's my grouse. You know, they occupy all the offices. People who don't have the kind of rock solid foundation in sports occupy all the offices, and we are still facing the same thing now, even going forward. But, well, I don't know if Chioma has anything to say. Chioma is qualified. She has her qualifications. She's a doctor. She went to University of Lagos. Felix Owolabi is a doctor, physical and health education. Felix is not in any major thing, you know, doing anything now, whereas he should be doing so much. Henry Wosu just survived, some terrible, health situation. Since he survived and finished and came out now, he's not doing anything. There's nothing for him to do. There has to be answers. Those answers have to be provided by us, who know where the shoe pinches us, who have the experience to be able to deal with our own, and so on and so forth. So my own little advice, which I would ask Chioma to also add her bit, is that, look, what President Jonathan, former President Jonathan said is worth considering. A body is worth setting up. Some kind of fund or welfare scheme or whatever it is needs to be set up and must be populated by those who have been in it, who have experiences in it, who have qualifications in it, because there are so many of them that are retired international athletes. So Chioma, over to you as we start the countdown to the end of the show.
Yes, sir. Thank you so much.
What's your thoughts again?
I want to say a very big thank you to our former president, Goodluck Jonathan, for him to go this path means that he knows what the ex-internationals are going through, either physically, psychologically, and spiritually. And I want to use this opportunity to tell our new DG that he should...
And chairman and DG. It's not just the...
Yes, the chairman and DG should consider this plight. If they do it, if they make it to come to realization, it will give them a very good name and a landmark, because, and I want to say again that they should provide a support system, as our former president has said it, to ex-retired internationals. Because when you see some of our ex-retired international athletes, their situation does not give anyone joy. Somebody that played in the Olympics coming out to come and be a taxi driver is a very big shame to a country. Somebody that was ex-Olympic gold medalist coming out either silver or bronze, coming out to be somebody that is delivering messages to somebody in the office. It's a very shameful thing to our country. So I believe that if this trust fund or supporting system is being established, please, Chairman, Sports Commission, DG, Sports Commission, do not use sentiment to pick people that will manage this office. I'm begging you in the name of God, or in the name of anything that you people fear. Just pick people, carry the ex-international that fund is meant for, carry them along. Let them be advisors, because the person that wears the shoes know where it pinches him or her. Because I could remember what happened in our own trust fund, the police trust fund. They go and carry that man, and the man made all kind of money, and he ran away with it till today. And nothing happens, because Nigerian government have the attitude of, undermining things that they're supposed to take proper care of. When big man stole money, they say misappropriation. Then he start coming to say, okay, let us have a round table to discuss. But if a poor man is still foul, they will imprison him for life. That attitude, they should stop it. Help the ex-international. When they are standing well, they will be able to mentor the upcoming ones. And we will have good hands and legs that will represent our country. And we will get so many good athletes that Nigerians will be proud of. That's all is all about. And it will minimize the debt of ex-internationals. You know, it's so annoying that every time you look at one thing, one newspaper or the other, you hear this one have died, that one has died. If you didn't hear they died, it's the one that have died before that their families are still suffering. Can't Nigeria have remorse? If we have a supporting system like this, they will be able to help. If I'm doing well and I see my ex-international that the family is suffering, I will be able to go out. Even now that it is very, very difficult for one to eat, rice is 100 and something thousand a bag. It's not everyone in Nigeria can afford buying half bag of rice, talk less of half. Who will be able to buy something and said, okay, let us go and give to so and so wife or so and so mother that died in the past. So please, I think this is a very good idea. And from where it's coming from, the man has seen it. He has seen what is happening between the people that did Nigeria proud, that are being undermined, that are being sidelined. I think it's a very good move, sir. God will bless Nigerians even when they say raise money. Our brothers that are throwing money up and down, please donate to this system. Let us help our own. Because when you are doing to a rich man, because he did it for you, you are doing for him. You are not doing anything. God does not recognize all those ones. Do it to the less privileged. You don't need to know them. Thank you very much, Nigerians, for watching and listening.
Wow. Dr. Chief Joma Ajunwa. Well, Rosalind, I give you the floor to round up for us this morning's show. Your final words and your final thoughts. Rosa Collins.
Thank you so much, Doctor. Like I said before, they can set up a committee, look into this matter today that we've discussed here. Dr. Olusegun Odegbami, in his own part, I know several times, I can't even remember how many people's life God have used him to save. Why are we leaving all this burden for just one person? We have a government. We have billionaires, individuals all over Nigeria. Please come out and help ex-internationals. You know, it takes two to tango. Please, let us just leave all this pain for only one person. He has really tried. For him to bring us up now to this program is for people to hear us out. Please help Nigerians ex-international. They need help. And please, Mr. Chairman and Chief Olakpade, please carry the ex-internationals along. Let there be a welfare put in place for ex-internationals. Let's look after them. Sit with them. Take their ideas. They have a lot of ideas they can contribute on the table. Anyone that is telling you that they're not administrators, that person is lying to you. They are lying. Don't listen to them. Hear from these people. Hear what they have to put. Give them a trial. Please. Allow people to just express themselves. Don't just hear here and then you start to take one side and leave the other side. No. Don't run your good office like that. You know, give people opportunity. Please. And thank you, Nigerians, for listening to us this morning. Thank you, Dr. Olusegun Odegbami. You have really done a lot. And the Lord God will strengthen you to continue to do more. And thank you, Choma Ajua, my colleague, for coming to this program. The two of our voice, I pray that they will hear us out. Thank you for your time, my love. Thank you.
Thank you. Well, I don't know. I don't have anything to add to the prayers of these two great Nigerian former athletes, great internationals, great Olympians, and great representatives of womanhood, the strength of the Nigerian woman. And we are all very proud of you and your achievements for Nigeria, and for the great words that you expressed this morning. I want to thank you on behalf of all Nigerians for appearing on the show. Rosa Collins, Chioma Ajunwa, thank you very much. But my own final words for today is that well, the road we are going to travel is still long, but we have taken first steps. And we have an opportunity now with the former President of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, Dr. Goodluck Jonathan, who said he regretted that he didn't do these things when he was president. He didn't know that things were as bad as they are now. But even then, he tried. Remember, he set up NASCOM. NASCOM had a vision to do so much, but unfortunately, I don't know, sports is not a priority of any government in Nigeria. Until now we see that there appears to be some kind of change. The present government has empowered the National Sports Commission, revived the National Sports Commission idea or project, and has empowered them with resources. And from what you just said about the DG who responded to your call to help Abose Day, they are trying to do something for her. It is indicative of what they can still do based on the situation that we face. The message is that former athletes are dying young. Please, they are dying young. Many of them are dying, and they are dying out of frustration and depression and not having things to do, because during their youthful days, they were focused so much on serving the country that they didn't prepare for life beyond sport. Even where you prepared, even where you went to school, that is not an automatic thing. I wish Emeka had joined us today. He would have told you that going to school alone does not guarantee that you will succeed when you retire from sports, because that's a totally different world. So we will continue the conversation anyway, on our own channels, Eagle 7 Sports Radio 103.7, and we pray that all will be well into the future. So once again, Chioma, Rosa, thank you, my darlings.
Thank you for the opportunity, sir. Thank you very much.
See you very soon.
God bless you, sir.
God bless you,
That's
sir.
all from us this morning. Join us again next week, Saturday, when we bring you another wonderful package. Bye for now.
Bye, sir.
Extended sale alive. Hooray! An extension offer to the ongoing London Promotional Fairs. You asked, we listened. Save over 600,000 naira on your London trip with Airpeace when you connect from our major domestic destinations to London at no extra cost and enjoy an exclusive extra baggage allowance. Economy class promo fares starts from 1.2 million naira with an extra 23 kg baggage, while business class fares starts from 4.5 million naira with an extra 32 kg baggage. Grab these special fares. Sale period extends till March 31st, 2025, and travel period valid till April 15th, 2025. Flying style abroad are Boeing 777s with spacious seating and delightful meals. Book now at flyairpeace.com or download the Airpeace app from the Play Store or App Store. Airpeace, your peace is our goal.